Lucas Kunce, a Democrat candidate, and former Representative Adam Kinzinger thought they'd show off their gun handling chops in a campaign stunt. They were out there firing at still targets from a comically close distance, and that's when things went sideways.
Democratic Senate candidate Lucas Kunce is facing backlash after a local TV reporter was struck by a bullet fragment while Kunce was firing a gun at a gun range during a campaign event. Now, his opponent, GOP Senator Josh Hawley, posted to X, quote, "I know the Kunce campaign needed a shot in the arm, but this is taking it a little far." Federalist co-founder Sean Davis also weighed in saying, quote, "Absolutely mind-blowing insanity from a candidate for a political party that wants to take away your guns because it claims you can't safely own them." Kunce gave this statement to Fox News Digital, saying safety is important to us, which is why the range was set up and run by a certified NRA training counselor. We acted quickly, and I'm glad the reporter was okay and able to keep reporting.
I'm here to tell you today that this guy is a goofball. This is the same guy who said this in 2021.
I'm Lucas Kunce, and I'm running for U.S. Senate here in Missouri. You know what? Forget it. I don't have to do this type of thing. You know, I kind of got my fill of carrying one of these around in Iraq and Afghanistan. Stunts like that, those are for those clowns on the other side, like that mansion man Mark McCloskey. If you don't remember who I'm talking about, he's that guy who got his 15 minutes of fame waving one of these weapons of war around at a bunch of people who were walking by his mansion. And now he somehow thinks that that qualifies himself to be a U.S. Senator. Well, Mark, I hear you got a trial coming up pretty soon here for your misuse of a weapon. So I've got a challenge for you. How about this? If you do something that you should have done already a long time ago, and that's apologize to all those people you threatened with deadly force, I'll give you one U.S. Marine-led weapons training class. That way, you can keep yourself out of future trouble with the law, and everyone around you will be a whole lot safer.
That ad was some next level projection and karma. Irony is, the guy he's talking about giving a weapon training course to so everyone will be safer around him never actually hurt anyone. But Lucas Bakken's Democratic doppelganger over here just fragged a clueless reporter because some dumbass part of his brain thought shooting a bullet that travels over 3,000 feet per second at rusted and pitted steel targets from 10 yards away is a good idea. So not only did you end up proving that you are indeed that clown, you also proved you are an unsafe clown. Anyone who knows firearms knows shooting an AR at a still target within 50 yards is going to cause bullet fragments to fly back. I've been hit by them many times, but between 30 and 50 yards, the bullet fragments barely break the skin, if at all. But shooting an AR at still targets from 10 to 12 yards is just dumb. His goal was to show his expertise with guns, but all he did was demonstrate a lack of understanding about the realities of shooting steel. What's crazy is one of the guys wasn't even wearing eye protection during some of this. Shooting still targets at 10 to 12 yards without eye protection is like playing dodgeball with shards of glass. I've seen the fragments fly back even at 50 yards. So at that distance, a fragment to the eye could be game over. A fragment to the skin might sting, but to the eye? Congratulations, you are now Nick Fury.
And Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakodash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father who the word only calls God. And his name in Hebrew means he exists. And Yahweh Shah's name is the only begotten Son, who the word only calls Jesus Christ. And his name in Hebrew means he is deliverer. By Hashem is in the name, but Kakodash is the Holy Spirit. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings unto this shark and this push forward in the truth. Throughout the four corners of the earth, I'm going to say shalom to your brothers and keep pushing, and a double shalom to the Israelites that's looking like the other nations, shark watching. I want to say shalom to your brothers and sisters as well. My name is Dewey from G. Minister St. Louis Camp. And I'll come back at it with another video. And so in this video, I'm entitled this Spiritual Power or Gun. Spiritual power or gun. All right. And it's like, yeah. So you got this guy right here, Colin Noor. He's a Jake that has millions of subscribers and his channel is basically about guns and gun rights and things like that. Yeah, former military man, I believe. You know, and well, first and foremost, I'm not doing this video of any monetary gain, just strictly educational purposes only. So I'm within my rights of the 1972 Copyright Act. So, so like, and these people, Lucas Kuntz is from Missouri, and they had this scene right here. Of this guy and his wife, Mark, I think his name Mark Lazinski.
Who were walking by his mansion. And now
Let's listen to it again.
he's that guy who got his 15 minutes of fame waving one of these weapons of war around and a bunch of people. Those are for those clowns on the other side, like that mansion man Mark McCloskey. If you don't remember who I'm talking about.
Mark McCloskey, right? And this happened at the Central West End, you know? And if you're from St. Louis, then you know that that's for a lot of small hats. That's like the rich part of St. Louis, okay? And it's where a lot of small hats and gated communities are at, all right? So, and I was during the time of the BLM protest and all that. So come, man. And these people, they coming for your guns, which I honestly think that this is an act, you know, basically saying that yeah, owning guns is not safe and blah 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 blah. But yeah, actually this can't happen. And you know, but yeah, these higher ups, they want to come for your guns because they want to implement this new world order. So now if you don't have anything to defend yourself, then you're not really a threat, okay? But it's more than just a firearm or, you know, boxing or BJJ, judo, Wing Chun skills and all that. But come, it's more than that. It's about your mind. But, you know, Esau Edom, his new world order is going to fail regardless. So it doesn't matter about him coming in and take guns or not, because the Lord is going to raise up men with spiritual power. Okay? So, yeah. And, but the point is that you can't rely on a firearm. You rely on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai for protection, all right? You don't rely on a firearm. It's not going off if you own a firearm. It's just the fact that you got a lot of Israelite camps that's out there preaching with firearms, or they're going to the gun range. You had ISUBK going to the gun range and shooting and all that, which it's nothing wrong with that, but you promoting that as if you are a militant group, you know? So kind. That's off. So let's go over to the scripture. So this is Isaiah 40, it's like Isaiah 40 and 31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, right? So you got to wait upon the Lord because we ain't taking up arms. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. And they shall walk and not faint, right? Like the movie The Matrix, Neo, when he finally believed and, you know, because he died, because the old man died, and then he woke up as the new man, all right? And that's when, you know, if you've seen the movie The Matrix, then he was able to stop the bullets, and he was able to start flying, okay? So, God, it says, They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint, right? So you ain't gonna even get tired, because you're gonna have an infinite amount of energy. Okay? Like an android. Dragon Ball Z. For brothers out there that watch Dragon Ball Z, androids don't have power levels. They just never tire out. So this is Luke 22. I'm gonna start at 34. And he said, I tell thee, Peter, the cock shall crow this day. Before that thou shalt thrice deny that thou knowest me. And he said unto them, when I sent you without purse or scrip or shoes, lacked ye anything? And they said, nothing. Then said he unto them, but now he that have a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that have no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. For I say unto you that this is written, that ye must yet be accomplished in me. And he was reckoned among the transgressors, for the things concerning me have an end. Right? Yeah, it was during that time, because 70 AD, after the Lord was put to death, and you had the city of Jerusalem sacked, you had to defend yourself. Okay? So come. And this is the words of Yahweh Shai. And what we saying is, you just can't trust in that. That's the only thing that we saying. And it don't got to necessarily be a gun. It can be an actual sword. A gun is just a modern day sword. But no way, I am promoting that. But just giving you brothers a spiritual view. As weapons not gonna save you. The only thing that's gonna save you is Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. So this is the book of Jeremiah 16. And 16, behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. Right, so many fishers. Right now we fishing, and then those fishers is gonna get turned into hunters. So now we gonna hunt these people. All right, starting off with you elites, the spiritual power that's coming. Like, what's a gun if I got telekinesis? I can just move stuff with my mind. I can just fling the gun out of your hand. I'm just using my imagination. Like that movie X-Men. Okay? Jeremiah 51 and 20. It reads, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nation, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces young man and a maid, and with thee will I break in pieces the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in the pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers, and I will render unto Babylon and all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, said the Lord. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, right? And mountain is the mountain of Esau, Edom, said the Lord, which destroys all the earth, right? Because they're destroying the whole earth. You got pollution, chemtrails, You know, forever chemicals, plastics, every damn word, estrogen in the bottles of water. Okay? And I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks and will make thee a burnt mountain. Right? So So that's what the Lord is going to do. He said he's going to make you a burnt mountain. And how the Lord going to destroy this place? Thermonuclear fire. Right? Let's see. I'm going to go to Psalms 18. For by thee, Psalms 18:29, I have run through a troop, and by my God have I leaped over a wall. Right? And so this is David when he was going against his enemies, you know, and the Lord was with him. So kind. And Yahweh Shemeshai is going to do the same for us. All right. Let's go over here to the book of Psalms, the 44th chapter. And this actually isn't David. This Maschil. So let's start at verse 4. And it reads, Thou art my king, O Yahweh, command deliverance for Jacob. Through thee we will push down our enemies. Through thy name we will tread them under that rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow. Neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies and hast put them to shame that hated us, right? So you see, you're not supposed to trust in your bow or your sword. Okay? It says, but thou hast saved us from our enemies. Because all this shit is just tools anyway. All right? Okay. So the point of this lesson is trusting Yahweh by Shem Yahshua, not a weapon. Okay? Shalom.